McDonnell. I'm a Year 6 class teacher and I will also be leading on maths this year in Year 6. At the start of this half term we will be looking at place value, which is all your rounding, your negative numbers. We will then swiftly be moving on to your 4 operations. The 4 operations have been taught all the way from Year 2 and every year they just get built on so that when we're in Year 6 they are consolidated. So they're going to start off with addition, move on to subtraction, then you've got your multiplication, both short and long, and then we finish with division, both short and long as well. I'm just going to model a long multiplication question just so that you're able to help your children at home if they ever require it through homework or just extra revision. So here we've got 4,681 times 26. You always start by timesing by your ones number. So we do 1 times 6 is 6. We will then do 8 times 6, which is 48. So we put our 8 here and we carry our 4 forwards. 6 times 6 is 36. Add on our 4, it's 40. Put your 0 there, carry your 4 forwards. Then we do 6 times 4, which is 24. Add on our 4, which is 28. Next we move on to timesing by our 20. So this is where a lot of common misconceptions happen with long multiplication. Lots of children will forget to put in something called a placeholder. This is just to show that we're timesing by 20 and not just 2. So then we go 2 times 1, which is 2. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 6 is 12, add our 1 is 13. 2 times 4 is 8, add on our 1, 9. So our question doesn't finish there, we then need to add up our 2 answers. So we have 6 add 0, which is 6. 8 add 2 is 10. 0 add 6 is 6, add on our 1 is 7. 8 add 3 is 11, so we put our 1 there, carry our 1 forward. We've got 2 add 9, 11, add on our 1, gives us 12. So our final answer is 121,706.
Welcome to the Year 6 English video, and throughout the year your child will have myself and Miss Roper teaching them English. And this half term we are linking our English to our topic of A Child's War. So we have started reading the text Letters from the Lighthouse by Emma Carroll. So it's based around World War II and there's some kind of mystery involved that we're going to be looking at. So we have been introduced to the story and we will be basing our reading tasks around this. We will be doing a diary entry, so if you could look at maybe at home what a diary entry looks like, how it can be quite informal, just introducing ideas and recapping and retelling those things that have happened. One of the key grammar skills that we have started looking at is parenthesis. So parenthesis literally just means extra information. It's a fancy word that the children have to know. And when they're adding parentheses into their writing, they will use either of these 3 pieces of punctuation. So commas, brackets or dashes. Okay, so as you can see in these sentences below, they both have parentheses in. So it is adding the extra information about the noun. So here we've got Suki, age 17, has mysteriously gone missing. So age 17 would be my parenthesis. The ideal being that we get the children to check is if you take the parenthesis out of the sentence, it should still make sense on its own. So we will be encouraging the children to be adding this into their work to make sure that their work is levelled and to a higher quality. One of the things that we have discussed on the overview is your children considering whether they think that children should have been evacuated during the war. So if you could have a chat with your children at home, can they decide some reasons for maybe why the children should have been evacuated and maybe reasons against? Just so that when we get to that piece of writing mid-half term, they will have some interesting ideas to bring to the table for a debate. Thank you very much.
Hi Griffin families, Miss Roper and Miss McDonnell here. So for our topic this term, we will be looking at A Child's War. Now this is all about World War II. And this year, fortunately, we have curriculum days. So every Tuesday, the children will be off timetable and we will have a day completely focused on curriculum subjects, so our computing, religious education, PSHE, history, geography, etc. And we will not have maths or English on these days. We can just fully focus on our topic and building on the children's prior learning.
So our topic this half term is called A Child's War, which is mainly history based. We will be doing a little bit of geography as well to start off our humanities journey. We will be looking at which countries were involved in the war and what side were they on. So were they an ally or an Axis country? We will also be having a look at the leaders of these countries at the time and what they wanted the world to look like post-war. We will then move on to the history. We will start off with evacuation and what Britain looked like for a child during the war, and what their experiences would have been compared to living in a city to the countryside. Following on from that, we will then move on to the Blitz and rationing. So they will get a really good feel for what life would have been like in Britain at the time. I think if your child wants to do any extra work at home, I would suggest maybe looking into Anderson shelters, as that is something that will come up later on in the half term.
Thank you.